Hey, if you're thinking about upgrading your car with a massive floating screen, you are in exactly the right place. Because today we're revealing the three critical problems nobody tells you about the Sony XAV-AX8100. But here's what surprised me. This unit has a near-perfect rating on Amazon. Therefore, why am I telling you not to buy it? We need to talk. For the best price, click the link in the description. So you've seen the pics. That huge 8.95-inch display hovering over the dash like a futuristic command center. It promises seamless smartphone integration, flexible installation, and a premium Sony experience for around $500. That sounds fantastic, right? But what if I told you that screen is its biggest weakness? Therefore, buckle up, because this honest review is going to save you from a very expensive letdown. Let's start with problem number one, and it's the deal breaker for many: the resistive touchscreen. Now, for a nearly $500 head unit in 2024, you expect a capacitive screen, the same smooth, glassy, instant response feel as your smartphone. But Sony went with resistive tech. Therefore, what does that mean for you? You need to press, not just tap. It feels outdated. Trying to swipe through menus or type an address can feel like you're poking at an old ATM screen. It's the opposite of premium. And that anti-glare coating they brag about. Sure, it helps with reflections, but it also makes the screen look slightly hazy or grainy, especially compared to the crystal-clear displays on cheaper competitors. It's like they put a screen protector from 2010 on a display from the future. Talk about an identity crisis. I joked to my buddy that using this screen is like trying to high-five someone while wearing oven mitts. You'll make contact, but it's not exactly elegant. And in a moving car, you want elegance, not a wrestling match with your dashboard. Therefore, this leads us directly to problem number two, the smartphone integration paradox. This unit is touted as being updated for smartphones, with both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto plus HDMI input. That's the dream. But here's the twist. The user experience is hamstrung by that slow, resistive screen. Scrolling through your Spotify playlist in CarPlay is laggy. It's frustrating. Furthermore, while the HDMI is a cool idea for perhaps plugging in a gaming console for passengers, the main event, wireless connectivity, is missing. You have to plug in your phone every single time. In an era where even budget units offer wireless CarPlay, a premium Sony requiring a cable feels like showing up to a race with a flat tire. You'll get there, but everyone else is already on lap 2. And this is the core issue. The specs sheet looks great on paper, but the daily driving experience has these little friction points that add up. It's like having a sports car that only runs on premium fuel you can never find. Therefore, let's pop the hood on problem number 3, the installation and value proposition. The three-way, adjustable single-din chassis is genuinely clever. It allows for a lot of flexibility to get that big screen positioned just right. Installation can be straightforward for a pro. And it's a big but, you need to be aware of what you're not getting. The built-in rear camera input is nice, but guess what? The camera is sold separately. Of course it is. The 5V preamp outputs are gold-plated and excellent for aftermarket sound systems. The unit is ready. All good audio features. However, for nearly $500, these should be a given. The real competition at this price point offers capacitive screens, wireless smartphone connectivity, and sometimes even built-in navigation. Therefore, you're paying a premium for the Sony brand name and some great audio hardware, but you're accepting a subpar touch interface. It's a trade-off that, for most people in 2024, doesn't make sense. You wouldn't buy a new TV that needed a stylus, would you? Speaking of things that don't make sense, the warranty is 3 years, which is solid. It's like Sony is saying, we know this screen might feel old, but trust us, it'll last longer than your feelings about it. That's joke number 2, by the way. My feelings are already hurt. So after all this, who is this head unit actually for? That's the resolution we need to land on. If you are a pure audiophile who prioritizes crystal clear, high voltage sound above all else, and you don't mind using physical buttons or your voice for most commands, the Sony XAV-AX8100 has merit. Those preamp outputs will make your amplifier sing. But if you, like most people, want a smooth, modern, intuitive touchscreen experience that mirrors your phone, this unit will disappoint you. Therefore, the "Don't Buy" in our title is aimed at the majority of drivers seeking a seamless tech upgrade. For you, there are better options. Look for units with capacitive touchscreens and wireless CarPlay Android Auto at a similar price. They exist. You might sacrifice a tiny bit of Sony's audio pedigree, but you'll gain so much more in daily usability. It's the classic case of the spec sheet versus the feel sheet. The specs look good, the feel does not. Think of it like this. You can get a gourmet burger from a famous chef, but if it's served on a stale bun, the whole experience is compromised. The Sony is the gourmet patty on the stale bun of a resistive screen. Joke 3. I'm hungry now. In conclusion, the Sony XAV-AX8100 isn't a bad product. It's a conflicted one. It's a powerhouse audio component trapped in a last-generation touchscreen body. For a specific, audio-focused user, it could be a great fit. But for the average driver looking for a smart, smooth, modern infotainment upgrade, its problems are too significant to ignore at this price. Therefore, my final verdict is to proceed with extreme caution. Know exactly what you're getting into. And if, after hearing all this, you've decided the audio quality is worth the compromise for you, or you just want to check the latest price for yourself, I've got you covered. You can find the best current deal on Amazon for the Sony XAV-AX8100 by clicking the link in the description below. That's where we started, and that's where we'll end. It's been real. Maybe one day Sony will release an AX8200 with a capacitive screen, and we can all celebrate. Until then, drive safe, and don't let a stubborn touchscreen drive you crazy. Joke 4. I'll see you in the next review.